Hey Hang Tighters, I hope you're having a good day. After our last workout, I think we deserve it to ourselves to slow it down a little bit and do a workout without our shoes. So we're doing another workout without our shoes on, and we're going to stay on this mat the entire time. But we're going to be incorporating some yoga and Pilates type moves, but I'm going to incorporate it into a workout so that we can still get a little bit of burn and a little bit of sweat, which is always good. Burn those calories, slim down with Hang Tight with Marcy, okay? So again, warm up like always, and let's get into today's workout. Alright, so don't forget to tune into the description box to get the full details of this workout. And remember, I always give variations for all fitness levels so that everybody can participate. Squats. Plie squats are an excellent exercise, alright, to slim the inner thigh, the glutes, and the core, because you got to use everything to do this properly. So plie squats, get your feet planted out wide, and just like your ballerina, feet slanted out, okay? So you're going to start with your hands on your hips, and we're doing a plie squat. Again, you're not doing a regular squat where your legs are just squatting forward. Plie squat, your knees are actually going to be trying to be squatting outward. So it depends on how flexible you are. You'll get used to it. You can just start off by seeing how it feels, doing some pulses like this. Okay, so when doing a plie squat, feet out, we're going to be squatting with our knees outward. Now, our upper body, hands on hips, you need to be fully extended out, like you're sticking your chest out to somebody. You don't want to be tucked in when doing this exercise. So, full body up, engaging the core. You're going to go down in a plie squat and come up. So you can do this slowly so that you can really feel the exercise. So you're going to do a plie squat down slowly, feel it and hold it, and then come up. So to incorporate the arms, like you see in most yoga classes, you can plie squat out, hold it, and plie squat back in. So as you can see, my knees are not squatting forward like a regular squat, but they're squatting outward, and I'm coming back in. So from this side, plie squat out. All right. You're going to plie and then come back up. Squatting back on the heels and also engaging the core to not sinking my body in, but keeping it straight up. Okay? Like this. Try and keep your legs out at all times. Okay? So the variations, you might actually still want to keep your hands out. It might help you kind of glide this exercise out to ease the pain of going down. Because those of you that are not that flexible, you're going to start feeling it in your growing as I do. Again, I'm not really flexible in the inner thigh area, but this exercise is really going to help strengthen your muscles, okay? So those are plie squats. When doing butterfly sit-ups, you want to keep your heels and your toes touching at all times. You're going to leave them planted on the ground as much as you can. You're going to put your hands behind your head, and when you're up in this upward position, I need you to have your back just completely up straight, so as there's a wall behind you, okay? So when doing this, my legs are a little bit higher than they should be. That's because I'm not as flexible as I should be, but if you can just get your legs down to a comfortable position, please do that, okay? So when we're hands behind our head, straight back, we're going to sink our stomach in, and this is a really good core tightening exercise. You're going to feel yourself shaking a little bit if your core is weak. So you're going to sink your stomach in and roll down slowly. Okay, then you're going to fully extend back on the ground. And then you're going to sink your stomach back in and curl back up. And when you curl back up, I want you to, again, like there's a wall behind you, and kind of force your body straight up. Okay? So variations. I want you to, don't roll down all the way because it's going to be extremely hard to get back up. Try and keep your feet in the butterfly position if you can, and kind of curl, kind of hold it here, and then curl up, okay? So you're going to sink and curl, and then curl back up, straight back. So in real time, the full version looks like this. Okay, so every time I come up, I breathe, And I make sure that I fully extend myself forward to straighten that back, to kind of open up that stomach. Okay, so variations in real time. Again, same thing. Okay, so those are butterfly sit-ups. Do they look easy? Yes. But are they challenging? Absolutely yes, because you're trying to go down as slowly as you can to engage all your core muscles, and you're trying to come back up with your feet out wide, versus a regular sit-up. You can kind of go down, kind of force yourself back up with your hands flying forward. But instead, we got our hands behind our head, like we're in prisoner position, our feet out wide. So it really does make this sit-up a little bit more challenging. Alright, so Warrior 3 pose is a yoga pose that we're going to be incorporating into a workout, because we're going to be holding it for about 3 seconds and then putting our feet back down. So Warrior pose is both arms out in front and one leg lifted in the back. So I'll turn to the side. When doing Warrior pose, you're going to have one foot out in front, one foot in the back. The foot out front, that's where your weight needs to be. So we're going to be leaning up on that one leg. Okay? Then hands on the hips to start. Make sure that your hips are facing forward at all times, okay? And so we're going to kind of hinge off one foot to see how the bouncing feels right here. So you're going to get used to the bouncing, our hips are forward, and then come back down. So beginners, you might just want to start right here and just get used to this bouncing on one leg to start off your Warrior 3 pose. Then we're going to incorporate hands. We're going to extend our hands out in front, and we're going to hinge our body forward on this front leg with the back leg up, okay? So this is Warrior 3. I'm going to hold it for 3 seconds and come back down slowly. Now, by doing this, you're strengthening your hamstrings by this lean forward, and if you're used to the Hang Tight with Marcy warm-up, you're already used to doing this, so that's great. Okay, so in real time, I'll show you what they look like. Hands out in front, kind of lean forward, hold it, come back. Alright, now beginners, again, hands on hips, make sure that they're forward. Just try bouncing like this at first. Hold it for 3 seconds and come down. Then if you want to incorporate hands, hands out in front. Lift that leg just like you did before. Come back down. If you want to get challenging, try putting maybe your hands on your hips and extending that leg all the way out and come back down. So that is Warrior 3 pose. Okay, so now we're going to be doing opposite arm, opposite leg pulls. So when doing this, this is a yoga pose. We're going to get in the neutral spine position, that means a flat back. And we're going to be extending opposite arm and opposite leg back. Now this opposite arm, our arm's going to be straight out in front of us, but when we pull it in, we're going to turn our hand over like we're grabbing somebody and pull ourselves in. Same thing with our foot. We're going to pull our leg in, okay? I'm going to extend back out. So roll time, bouncing. Again, this arm, make sure that it is under your shoulder, okay? So hand out, foot back. We're going to draw our bodies in, hold it, and extend back out, okay? So, okay? And remember, when you extend out, you're kind of looking out at your hand. Again, this is a really, really good core exercise, and it's really balancing. It's balancing your entire body. Most people don't think that balancing is important, but it really is, because you're tweaking muscles in your body that aren't usually worked, and that's how you begin to tone your body. Variations. I want you to just work on a foot or an arm until you get used to it. So extend one leg back and kind of just curl it in. See how it feels, and draw it back out. So just start with your foot, or you can just start with your hand. Make sure that your knees are slightly apart, hand under your shoulder, extend out, and then just drag that arm in and with that crunch and extend back out, okay? So remember, when you're crunching, you're drawing everything into the middle, then you're extending everything back out, okay? So that is an opposite arm, opposite leg pull. Now we're going to going to be doing locust pose. This is another yoga pose. So we're going to be laying down flat on the mat, and our body needs to be completely all the way down on the mat like this, okay? So our hands are going to be facing up. You need to make sure that you keep a long body the entire time. And when you do this, we'll work on the upper body first. So body long, and we're going to start with our shoulders on the ground, but then we're going to kind of force them back up like this. Okay, so hands in the upward position, and our chest is up off the ground. So that's the first part. Then we're going to incorporate the legs. So the legs, again, fully flat on the ground. You're going to be lifting your legs up in the back and really lengthen your legs, okay? So don't kind of just lift them up like this. Make sure that you're fully lengthening your back and your legs, okay? Extend your toes out and really be incorporating that big toe as though you're trying to push them together, okay? All right, so this is what locust pose looks like. Everything's flat on the ground at first. And I'm gonna lift up, hold it, and come back down. Okay, this is a really good pose that's strengthening our lower back. Again, people think that your core is just your stomach, and that's absolutely incorrect. You must work out your back as well as part of your core. Beginners, just start off with the arms at first. Still lay on the ground. Hands up. So just extend those shoulders back and hold it. You're still going to be engaging your lower back. Come back down. Or you can just try your feet. You can incorporate lifting your feet and coming back down. Okay? Or you can try both together, but maybe not hold it as long. Kind of go up, go it down slowly. All right, so that's locust pose. Now we're going to be doing hand to foot. So earlier we did opposite arm, opposite leg, and that was the pull where we had one hand out, one leg back, and we pulled it back in. Now we're going to be going out to the side, and it makes this exercise a little bit more challenging, okay? So we're going to have left arm out, right leg back, and we're going to be kind of twisting to the side. So that means this leg is up and our left arm is to the side, and come to the back and come down, okay? So again, this is much more challenging, but it is a really effective exercise, again, working your entire body in balance. Okay, so this back foot, you're going to extend it back, and then you're going to extend it to the side. Try and have it straight as you can, and you're really slimming down those hips and strengthening that core. Same thing with the arm. When our arm is out, we're going to bring it to the side. So when you incorporate them together, you're going to be doing opposite on each side. So leg out, foot back, twisting to the side, hold it, and coming back. All right, so you're going to do this in real time. Okay, very challenging exercise. All right, variations. I want you to, again, let's just try working on a leg at first. So hands on your shoulders, neutral back, extend that leg back, bring it to the side and hold it, and then bring it back and put your leg back down. So just work on this for now. See how it feels. If you feel you can just bounce on that one arm, try just holding it out straight at first. Holding it out straight, coming back down, or you can just work on your arms. Hand out, just work on bringing it to the side, and then maybe you could just try holding your arm up, keeping your leg back, and just moving that arm for starters, okay? So try this. All right? All right, now we're going to be doing sidestep lunges. So when we're doing sidestep lunges, we're going to be incorporating an arm lift in this one. So again, on one side of the mat, because we're going to be doing both the right and the left legs. Okay, so hands out in front. So we're going to lunge to the side. So in doing a lunge to the side, this leg needs to be completely straight. You need to be on your heels. No matter what squat variation, you must be on your heel at all times. So heel on this one, So with our hands, this left leg, arm, is going to go to the outer side, and this right hand up in the air, and then you're going to lunge back. So again, this is what they look like in real time. All right, now variations. If you can't do that, this is one variation. Just do the side lunge, get used to that, and coming back. If you think you can do a little bit more, I want you to maybe do a side lunge, not going all the way down, and still doing the same motion with your hands so that you can open up that chest by having your arms like this. All right, so you're opening up your chest by doing a side lunge with this variation, okay? So those are Sidestep lunges with the arm extension incorporated in. All right, hang tighters, so I hope you enjoy the workout for today. Those of you that have never tried yoga or Pilates in your life, hopefully this was a little taste of it so that you could see how challenging it could really be once you start incorporating the reps and the exercises, okay? So this is a good workout to maybe even do in silence. If you want to just kind of veg out after work or after a long day at school, just hop on your mat and do this exercise and workout. You're really going to feel relieved, and also you're going to feel a little warm sensation in your body because we were doing a workout, okay? So make sure that you subscribe to my channel. Tell everybody about Hang Tight with Marcy. All of you subscribers so far, you're absolutely amazing. I encourage others to subscribe so that we can all get tight with Hang Tight with Marcy, and I'll see you later. Bye.